as AGRF summit ends in Dar.
Targeting the youth and the women to optimally utilize their available resources.
Government assures the stabilization of foreign exchange reserves. Good evening, I am Nasa Kingo. Just a reminder, you can also follow us live via our YouTube channel, TBC Online, and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter pages at TBC Online. The Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Biteko, says the Africa Food Systems Forum 2023, hosted by Tanzania, has been a great success and calls on all African countries to act on the deliberations reached and capitalize on available natural resources to ensure food sufficiency for Africa. He made the remarks while officially closing the Africa Food Systems Forum, AGRF, on the behalf of the Prime Minister of Tanzania, Kassim Majaliwa, in Dar es Salaam earlier today. Bakari Msuya was there and has prepared the following report.
Of the Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Biteko has closed the historic forum by saying that it has been productive and successful, and now it is to turn all deliberation into action.
The summit has called for bold thought leadership to accelerate the action toward translating food system pathway and commitment into actionable strategies and investment, targeting the youth and the women to optimally utilize the available resources.
On the other hand, Minister of Agriculture Hussein Bashe and Minister of Livestock and Fisheries Abdallah Ulega insist on investing more efforts to raise welfare of the youth and women in the sector.
Vijana wa Afrika wako tayari.
African youth are ready. The only thing we want is the world to discuss how capital, especially the development funds, can be easily accessed. Africa does not need aid. It has right to get its equal share of world's cake and use its unique resources for the welfare of its people.
As we reflect the discussions we had over the past 3 days, it came out vividly that for agriculture and food systems to be positively transformed, youth and women should be at the center. In doing so, we will create more jobs and employment opportunities for our young generations, thus building a better tomorrow.
To ensure a sustainable food system, we need to promote increased engagement of businesses, including through public-private partnerships that will shape the sustainability of food systems and establish and strengthen accountability mechanisms, recognizing their centrality for food systems.
The next Africa Food Systems Forum is expected to be held in Rwanda in 2024. Reporting from Dar es Salaam, Bakari Msuya, TBC.
Thank you very much, Bakari Msuya. Now, remaining in the agricultural sector, the Prime Minister, Kassim Majaliwa, calls on Tanzanian farmers to take advantage of the next rain season by assuring the application of the right seeds, fertilizers, technology, and soil so as to maximize the harvest this season. The Prime Minister made the call during the speech to adjourn the Parliament in Dodoma, insisting that the expected high rain season can boost the crops production in the country in many folds. Here is a report prepared by Abu Twalib Makame and read by Faida Ngaga.
After various activities taking place in the Parliament, including questions and answers, the adoption of various bills, it is time for the Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa to finally adjourn the Parliament today. The Prime Minister urges the Tanzanian farmers to maximize on the upcoming rain season to boost country's food production.
Kiwango hicho cha mvua kitawezesha uzalishaji wa kuridhisha wa mazao ya chakula.
The ample amount of rain will enable production of crops to increase. However, there is possibility of experiencing negative impacts in some areas. These include floods, which may lead to soil erosion. Also, there may be a disruption of agricultural input facilities. In order to make sure we utilize these coming rains, farmers are advised to do the following. First, to prepare their farms, to sow seeds and to use the farming inputs accordingly in order to increase production, to pay close attention to information from the Tanzania Meteorological Authority, TMA. Third is to have the close communication with the farm officer living in their localities.
Furthermore, emphasizes on the issue of access to fertilizers to the farmers.
Matarajio ya mahitaji ya mbolea kwa msimu wa kilimo 2023-24.
In this farming season, the government will continue to subsidize fertilizer to farmers in order to reduce the harshness they usually face due to its high price. I asked the Minister of Agriculture to supervise the distribution of fertilizer closely. This includes increased distribution stations in the country.
Finally, the public servants are directed to be vigilant with revenue collection and prevent loopholes that make the government lose revenue.
Na waelekeza wataalamu wetu wa ndani na wa mifumo ya tehama.
I direct our ICT expertise to innovate application that will detect fake receipts so that we can be sure that all the revenues collected are accounted for.
The Parliament has been adjourned today until October 31st this year.
The Minister of Finance, Dr. Mwigulu Nchemba, says foreign exchange reserves in the country continues to be stable, with average value of $5,240 million, which is enough to import goods for 4 months, assuring more measures to be taken to boost the reserve further. Faith Gaga has more details.
Dr. Mwigulu Nchemba made the statement in the Parliament in Dodoma while answering the question of Biharamulo West Member of Parliament, Engineer Ezra Chiwelesa, who inquired on the government's plan on increasing country's stock of foreign reserve.
Hatua zinazoendelea kuchukuliwa na serikali.
The initiatives taken by the government in reducing the impact of foreign currency shortage include increasing the sale of foreign exchange, the buying of gold, production of substitute goods, especially those which are usually produced abroad.
In addition, Dr. Nchemba elaborates on the shortage of foreign currency that the country has been facing recently.
Changamoto hiyo imesababishwa na athari za mgogoro wa vita kati ya Ukraine na Urusi.
The foreign exchange shortage has been caused by the impact of Russia-Ukraine war, the strengthening of the economy after the COVID-19 pandemic, and the climate change. Another reason is the implementation of the finance policies that aim tackling inflation.
On the other hand, the Deputy Minister of Industry and Trade, Exaud Kigai, discloses that the demands of the East African Community pensioners have already been paid. Furthermore, the Deputy Minister insists that the government continues to improve the investment environment to attract more investors, the move that will stimulate raw materials produced by Tanzanians to find the markets as well as increase employment.
The Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries and the Ministry of Blue Economy and Fisheries of Zanzibar have signed a memorandum of understanding with Deep Sea Fishing Company of China and Albacore from Spain to invest in deep sea fishing and enhance the development of the fishing industry in Tanzania. Speaking in Dar es Salaam, Minister of Livestock and Fisheries Abdallah Ulega and the Minister of Blue Economy of Zanzibar Suleiman Masudi Makame say the signing of the agreement will stimulate even further investment in deep sea fishing, create employment, and boost foreign currency reserve in the country.
We thank you very much, our good partners. We appreciate. We want to tell the world our sea is safe. Come to join us exploring the opportunities that we have. No pirates in our sea. We are confident. We see each and every vessel through our system, which is managed by our authority. Each and every vessels within our territory and even outside our territory, we may see it. So when you come to invest with us, you are safe. Increase the number of the vessels as much as possible. We assure you of our cooperation.
We are ready to cooperate with you
And we invite you to invest more and more in Tanzania, particularly in the fish processing industries. Whether you want to do anything related to fishing, we are ready to work with you, and our office is open.
Deep sea fishing has been given 45 fishing licenses, and Tanzania will get $2 million per year, with further plans to invest in the fishing processing industry in the future. The Minister of Information, Communication and Information Technology, Nape Nnauye, has instructed the Tanzania Telecommunications Corporation, TTCL, to ensure they provide the best communication services to facilitate development activities. He made the directive during the signing ceremony to connect the Tanzania's national fiber optic cable network with Eskom Malawi. Here is a report prepared by Nasr Khatib and read by Faida Ngaga.
The signing ceremony has been witnessed by the ministers from the ministries responsible for communication in Tanzania and Malawi at an event held in Unguja, Zanzibar.
Makubaliano haya yaliyosainiwa leo ni matokeo ya ziara ya Rais Samia Suluhu Hassan.
The visit of Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan to Malawi brought about changes and impact in matters related to communication services. When we were in Malawi, we had the opportunity to sign an agreement with Malawi's government concerning the provision of communication services. Digital transformation facilitates development in the communication sector. We expect to promote commercial investment in telecommunications industry between Tanzania and Malawi.
The director of TTCL, Peter Ulaga, says the agreement will stimulate further cooperation and unite countries in Africa.
The agreement between Tanzania and Malawi will bring positive changes in communication. We're looking forward to improve communication infrastructure in our country so that to meet the target and demand of the people.
TTCL assures Malawi that it will provide services in accordance with the terms contained in the commercial agreement.
The Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries has commended the Phoenix Insurance Company in collaboration with Eco Africa for launching a new index-based insurance product that provides compensation to livestock keepers when their animals face challenges of drought caused by the climate change. Speaking during the launch of the product in Dar es Salaam, Director of Veterinary Services from the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries, Ezron Nonga, asserts that the product will help the livestock keepers benefit when facing natural calamities.
This innovative insurance, which is now going to be launched today, aligns seemingly with our goals for too long. Our livestock farmers have been at the mercy of unpredictable weather patterns, diseases, and the market instability. With this new index-based model, our farmers can finally have the financial security they need to invest in better veterinary services and modern farming techniques. This not only elevates the quality of livestock farming, but also opens doors to new markets, both local and international.
On the other hand, the chairperson of the Association of Insurance Companies in Tanzania, Hamisi Suleiman, urges Eco Africa and Phoenix to educate more the farmers and livestock keepers on the service, while the director of Phoenix urged that the service will be provided through card system at the cost of 10,000 Tanzanian shillings.
Model leverage data and technology to automatically trigger payouts when specific conditions such as drought or excessive rainfall are met. So no more paperwork, no cumbersome claims process. We want the farmer, we want that they focus on what they do, farming, while us as insurer, we take care of the rest.
That in the last 3 months of 2021 alone, 300,000 heads of livestock died due to drought in Tanzania. That's farmers' livelihoods destroyed. The farmers' wealth disappeared. So this is really in this spirit that we're coming here today with this product. I think at Acre Africa, we've made it our mission to use innovation and technology to reach out, to provide accurate and affordable insurance solutions to farmers. And I think this is what we're doing here today. I think the partnerships we've forged are strong partnerships. The product is a good product. We've worked on a digital platform to make sure that we're able to reach the pastoralist communities.
Currently, the product is expected to reach 1.5 million farmers in the regions of Arusha, Dodoma, Kagera, Mara, Simiyu, and Tanga in the period of 5 years from this year, 2023. The Turkish and Egyptian business community say a conducive environment created by the government of Tanzania will stimulate more investments from their countries to Tanzania, which in turn will boost the country's income and increase employment. Speaking during the launch of the exhibition of products from Turkey and Egypt, the marketing director of Amal Home Milk Company praises the government's move to improve tax and port systems.
But we would like to thank the President, Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan, for giving us a very good environment for us to do business here in Tanzania. And we also appreciate the support that we get for each and every individual in Tanzania. People have responded well to our products due to our prices and everything. So we're very, very grateful. We believe that each Tanzanian deserves to have better quality. And it's been known that most things are expensive in Dar, but we decided to bring quality things at a very affordable price in order to suit everybody's needs.
Some of the participants praised the exhibition as it opens new business opportunities and as a platform to buy new products.
The prices have been good because of our president, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan. She has made business to be done freely, and even in the port side, the tax has decreased, so Tanzanians will continue to get things at a cheaper price. Women are excited about opportunities like this, so they should come and be able to decorate their homes, and the containers are still imported.
The government of Tanzania and the President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan continues to attract more investors into the country looking for marketing and investment opportunities in various sectors. And now, before we wind up our local news tonight, let us now take a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TBC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rates. Time now for all the latest in international news. And here is international news as compiled by Dorothy Murray and read by Faithan Gaga.
The interim government in Mali says Islamist militants have attacked a riverboat in northeastern Mali, killing at least 49 civilians. Militants reportedly attacked the boat as it was traveling on the river Niger from the town of Gao to Mopti. They also reportedly attacked an army camp, killing 15 soldiers, while around 50 militants are said to have died. The government has declared 3 days of national mourning. Hong Kong and southern Chinese cities are battling widespread flooding as the region endures some of its heaviest rainfall on record. On Friday, streets and subway stations were underwater in Hong Kong as officials shut schools and workplaces. The Weather Bureau says the downpour, which began on Thursday, is the biggest to hit the city in nearly 140 years. Authorities have had to conduct several rescues. Reports say the rain has also triggered landslides, blocking some roads. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has taken part in a ceremony to reveal his first submarine capable of launching nuclear weapons, Reports say a submarine capable of firing nuclear weapons has long been on the list of weapons North Korea wants to build. Kim says the submarine will be one of the Navy's main means of underwater offensive. India is poised to host the prestigious G20 summit in the national capital New Delhi this weekend, where leaders and delegates have started arriving in Delhi for the summit. This is the first time India will be hosting such a high-profile event, and the authorities have pulled out all the stops when it comes to preparations. Reports say President Xi Jinping of China and President Vladimir Putin of Russia, who are among members of G20, will not be attending.
That was international news. The sports news is up next. And now in sports news, President Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan has awarded the players of the Tanzania national football team, Taifa Stars, 500 million Tanzanian shillings for qualifying for African Cup of Nations AFCON 2024 after holding Algeria to a goalless draw in an entertaining encounter. The Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Culture, Arts and Sports, Said Yakub, says the money has already been handed over to the ministry, ready to be distributed to the players.
Be sure, have the faith that money is there. I know the Honorable President would like to see when we are at home. But I give many greetings from the Honorable Minister, who is new brand and has come with new rack, the Honorable Dr. Damas Ndumba, and Honorable Deputy Minister of Sports, Hamisi Mwinjuma, together with my colleagues in the Ministry of Culture and Sports.
This is a third time for Taifa Stars to qualify for the AFCON, as the team played in the tournament in 2019 in Egypt and 1980 in Algeria. Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa calls on Tanzanian soccer fans to support Tanzania national football team, Taifa Stars, so that they can do better in the African Cup of Nations AFCON 2024 to be hosted by Ivory Coast next year. Speaking while adjourning Parliament sessions in Dodoma, Majaliwa insists that the team has done a tremendous job to qualify for the third time for AFCON after drawing against Desert Foxes, Algeria.
Let me use this opportunity to ask my fellow Tanzanians to continue to support our national team so that the team can get more motivation to bring our victory we expect.
That's the sports news. Now, before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Hello viewers, it's me Joyce Makwata from Tanzania Meteorological Authority, and this is 24 hours weather forecast starting from tonight. Generally, we expect wind to flow at speed of 30 kilometers per hour over Lake Nyasa as well as entire coastal belts. While over Lake Victoria and Tanganyika, we expect wind to flow at speed of 20 kilometers per hour, and the waves are expected to be slightly to moderate over those areas. And during the night, we expect lowest minimum temperature of 10 degrees Celsius over Mbeya and Njombe regions. And for tomorrow, we expect Kagera, Geita, Mwanza, Mara together with Kigoma to feature partly cloud condition, thunder showers over a few areas and sun period. While over northeastern island, Tanga, Dar es Salaam and Pwani, Isles of Unguja and Pemba, we expect just lightning showers over a few areas and sun period. In the rest part of the country, we expect partly cloud condition and sun period. And now let's have the next 4 days weather forecast. Dear viewers from TMA, that is what we have for today. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a good night.
Thank you very much, TMA, for that weather update. And that marks the end of the news bulletin. What a week it's been for Tanzania, hosting what many African leaders call as the best AGRF since its inception in 2006, and also qualifying for AFCON 2024. We have so much to celebrate this weekend. On behalf of the whole team, I am Nasa Kingu. Good night.